Vsin, the sports betting network. This is Follow the Money on Vsin.
All right, really looking forward to this conversation. It is Follow the Money here on Vsin, the sports betting network. We're live in downtown Vegas from the Circa Resort and Casino. Paulie and I used to collect cards when we were younger.
Big.
I haven't opened up a pack probably in 25 years, maybe more than that. Had a great collection, was super proud of it, but I don't know, just tapped out, stopped doing it. And so John Calvecchio joins the program now. His business is called Sports Connection. He is big time into sports cards, but he also likes to bet on sports as well. I'm going to ask him if there's a correlation there when you pay attention to both of them. And the National Card Collection just got over with in Chicago. Thanks for coming in studio today. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. Been a big fan for a long time.
So how long have you been in the business?
Full time since 2010.
2010. Can you explain what happened? Because we've been on the air since 2017, and we would bring it up occasionally, not get much of a response. Then the pandemic happened, and everybody was like, my God, these cards are going through the roof all of a sudden. Take us through that stretch of time.
So in the beginning, I used to just buy and sell deals. I used to go to shows. I used to have customers contact me, and I would just buy and sell deals, work on a margin. I would grade the cards, which would enhance the value if I got the right grade. And then in 2015, somebody approached me and said, hey, there's this thing that's going to revolutionize the way cards are collected. You'd be perfect for it. Your personality's great. You're going to become an internet personality, opening cards for people on camera.
Yes.
What happened was people only wanted certain teams or players. So the boxes were getting a little expensive. So instead of opening a box and maybe not getting the player that you want or the team that you like, you can pay a fee based on what was in that product and only get the cards of your team. It allowed you to be able to buy more and have more shots at the cards that you really wanted. So I did that starting in 2015. I was one of the very first people. Started with a MacBook Pro facing down. I know nothing about computers or the internet, just know how to talk to people and loved cards. And from there, it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I met this guy. He was buying cards from me. I traded him cards for work in my house. I went from the kitchen table to the dining room table to an office in the basement. And Tony redid my office for me. I paid him in cards. And then from there, it just kept growing. And in September of 2019, the same guy said, hey, what do you think about me quitting my job? I'll work for you full time. Let's open a store. So that's what we did. We were supposed to open March 14th, 2020. March 12th, the world shut down. I thought I sevened out. Thought I was done. Forget about it. And it was the exact opposite. The prices of sports cards went to the moon.
Wait, how long did it take? After the world shut down on March 12th?
3 months. 3 months.
And just all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, what is happening?
I started selling early. I said, who's gonna have money for cards? Starting in like early March, like March 1st, when all the news started coming out, I was like, I'm dead in the water. What's gonna happen here? We got to start selling. I said, we're gonna go broke. I said, this is crazy. How did this happen? How do we go from this little thing in the basement to the world's closing? I got a guy on the payroll. He's got a wife and kids. What are we gonna do? Over the next 3 months, it went absolutely bananas. I'll give you one story. I had this guy call me with a deal up in the Poconos. If you know the Poconos, it's the mountains. There's nobody there except vacationers. I text this guy, I go up to see him. His dad had a store. I'm driving through this mountain. There's no homes, nothing. I see this little dirt road. I go up the hill. I go into the guy's house. He brings out a box that his dad had from the store. There was 100 Kobe Bryant Topps rookies, which were very common cards at the time. Very common. At the time, this is January of 2020. These cards are $10 each. Bring them home. I was a hoarder. My wife hated me. She hated my guts. There were cards everywhere. Everywhere. Hated my guts. That's why she sent me to the basement. So I have these cards stashed. The world closes. Next thing you know, cards are going crazy. These cards go from $10 a piece ungraded. They went to like $1,500 a piece PSA 10.
Get out.
Swear to God.
This is crazy.
It was absolutely bananas.
Yeah.
If you owned cardboard in 2020, you couldn't help but win. You won.
Has it slowed down much?
So what happened was the industry's evolved. So we went from everything being worth money. These influencers came in the hobby and they were absolute poison. They were poison. They were giving really bad advice. They were just telling people to buy this, buy that, buy this. They buy everything. And it was just bad advice. Imagine like a tout service that just keeps giving losers, but he's got great marketing And people just keep listening.
For 80% for the last 3 months, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
There you go. Buy the second-year card. Buy this. Buy the fifth-year card. Buy anything. And they were just wrong and wrong and wrong. But because they knew how to market on the internet, they did well. So it slowed down. And in about 2022, the market came down, but it was still significantly high. The National in Atlantic City, the year that Trey Lance was a rookie, no joke. Me and my buddy, we opened a case of cards. It was the most expensive product. It was called National Treasures. They were like $4,000 a box. We opened 4 of them. We're in for $16,000. We pull a Trey Lance jersey autograph numbered to 10. I thought this guy was going to stink, but all these influencers were hyping him up. At the National that summer, I sold the card for $100,000. And right now, you can buy one for like $3,000. So to answer your question, how much has it come down? On the really bad players, that's how much it's come down.
Wow. So basically, this is a form of betting almost. It's a form of gambling.
I call it a cardboard casino.
Cardboard casino.
Yeah,
very
strap in.
Yeah, very good.
You got to strap in.
Yeah. So you started this, but I know our Sean Deeb, the poker player, mentioned this, that poker player Jared Blesnick.
Yeah,
he does it live at the poker table during the World Series of Poker.
It was wild.
Yeah, you
just open it right
People
up.
get enough. You come and you bid. I'm going to open up the box of cards live, and then we got a piece of it or whatever. How that works, and that's just taken off and exploded.
Started in 2015, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger.
Okay, so we're growing up. The big thing was like the Griffey rookie card, and then you'd wait for the Beckett guide to come in the mail, whatever, or get the Jordan '85 Fleer rookie, whatever. But now I see my buddy. Last week, he goes, I got the Mahomes rookie card. I go, that's nice. Yeah, it's $10,000.
Oh, yeah.
This is nuts.
And that's on the lower end of the nicer. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah.
So how about the grading then?
The grading.
The grading is,
Yep.
Okay, the difference between a 10, a 9. Take us through that.
Yep. So I'll just give you an example. There was a card from 1997, Tim Duncan's rookie. It was Kobe Bryant on one side, Tim Duncan on the other side. It was a refractor, which is called a parallel. So when I say parallel, picture like the base version of a vehicle and then a level up, if that makes sense. And there's only 6 PSA 10s in the world, okay? Only 6. So it's very tough to grade because of the surface, how old the card is.
Yeah.
People didn't know this stuff was going to get crazy. And I sold one at the show. The last one sold, and we can look at public record. The last one sold for $3,200. I sold mine for $4,000. The guy said, but the last one did $3,200. I said, hold your breath, find another one. Paid the $4,000. So when you have rare stuff, you can control the market. Now, an ungraded version of that card, a 9, a couple $100.
Is that right? That's the difference right there?
That's the difference.
That's the difference.
Yeah. So here's, I still have at my place right now a Ricky Henderson Topps rookie card, right? Everybody knows that one, the yellow jerseys in a stance. A PSA 10, what does that grade out
Massive. You're putting me on the spot, I don't know, but a PSA 10 is so rare. Mitch, it's a gigantic card.
I want to say I saw one go for like 150,000.
Not surprised.
However, mine, one of the corners is bent.
Yep.
Has been for years. Don't know how that happened. It just got there somehow, and now it's probably worth 14 cents.
So to give you an idea, I used to joke. When people used to ask me what I did for a living, I would tell them I sell cards. They would go, oh. Then in 2020, when the world exploded, it's on the news, it's this, Fanatics is involved, everybody wants to get in. Oh, what does your husband do for a living? He buys and sells baseball cards. Oh, my God, tell me more about that. Just like gambling, right? It was this thing, you're calling Three-Fingered Lou in the phone, putting your bets in on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
And now it's like the same people that were looking at you funny are all sitting at the dinner table saying, hey, what are we playing? What are we firing? Fire it in.
Well, so you're going to hang around for another segment. I want to get the correlation here between like knowledgeable sports card people and sports betting, because I have an example from last year. You told me, Mitch, now's the time to get in on Paul Skeens. Like, how much does it help you out overall? Can you give us an idea of like how much money was involved this past week at the National Convention in Chicago? Like, what did you see stuff going for?
It was unbelievable. A friend next to me sold a card for $210,000. Guy pulled the cash right out of his bag, threw it on the thing, threw it on the table.
Wait, just backpack. Here you go. Here's
Backpack.
200,000.
If I set the over-under at number of people that entered the door, I would set it at 90,000. I would say it's
Over how many days?
5 days. Unique people, not the same people coming back.
Yeah, I got you.
Over under 90,000 unique people. There's 600 dealers, and I thought a lot about this before I came on the show to give this number. I would set the over-under on dollars transacted at $250 million. $250 million over those 5 days.
It's that big?
It's gigantic. You had to walk sideways down the aisles. You had to walk sideways. There were kids.
Young people, old people. What are we,
Everybody.
Everybody.
What
Everybody.
are your big boys? Otani rookie, Mahomes rookie, skiing stuff, all this?
Otani, Mahomes. Now, you got to remember, basketball and Otani are the kings, and I'm going to tell you why.
Really?
The Asian market.
Okay.
These people will... Cards are worth more to them than anything. That's all they care about, sports cards. Basketball and Japanese players.
Like 35 seconds here. What's the biggest Otani card going for now?
Oh, God, 7 figures. If somebody actually found the one-on-one, if it came for sale, millions. There's a Jordan LeBron that's on auction right now, okay? It's going to go, it's a one-of-one. The key part of a basketball card is the logo man, right? You know the logo man, the Jerry West logo? Mm-hmm. It's a Jordan, and I'm sorry, it's a Jordan and Kobe, dual logo man, one-of-one. It's going to go for between 10 and 12 million.
This is crazy.
I know the guy that sold it.
Yeah?
In 2017. 160. It's going to go for 10 to 12 million.
That's Bitcoin right there. We're going to continue. John Kilvecchio's in studio, owns Sports Collection, and I want to honestly get the answer here from like being knowledgeable about sports cards and sports betting. Like, does it help out? Are they intertwined? We'll ask him that coming up next.
As sports fans, we may cheer for different teams, but there's one thing that we can all agree on. We want the game to be big. And with 3 levels, 30 cabanas, a 143-foot screen, 6 clean pools, and endless cold drinks, it doesn't get any bigger or any better than Stadium Swim in Las Vegas. All sports, all seasons. It's more than a pool deck. Stadium Swim is the only thing like it in the world.
Elevate your sports betting game with Vsin's exclusive betting splits. Stay ahead with real-time market trends and track bet percentages on any matchup, then uncover the edge by comparing them to the amount of bets placed to find out where the sharp money is headed. Upgrade to Vsin Pro to access betting splits, live odds, line moves, power ratings, and in-depth game analysis. Go to vsin.com/pro to join Vsin, the sports betting network.
This is Follow the Money on Vsin.
We continue our fascinating conversation here with John Calvecchio. He owns Sports Connection. Just got here from the National Sports Card Convention in Chicago. Is it there every year?
No, it's there for the next 3 years. Then after that, we're going to Derek's hometown, the D, baby.
Oh,
we're going
you?
to Detroit.
Okay, you're on
First time
Instagram.
ever.
Sports Connection Cards
That's
is
right.
the handle on Instagram. So you actually reached out to me last year before Paul Skeens was up, and you're like, Mitch, if you don't have a piece of Paul Skeens now to win Rookie of the Year, you have to bet him. He's 30-1. Get on it right now. I'm like, okay, whatever. I did, and it was like May when I bet him. I'm like, I'll listen to you. I was anti, but I listened, and he won the award. How much does like being in the sports card business, like you do it full time, but even if you did it like part time, how much would that help out a person in terms of betting on maybe like Rookie of the Year and stuff like that? Sports
and cards, the gambling and the cards are so hand in hand. They go together. And here's what I mean by that. Look at Jackson Merrill. He had a phenomenal year, right? But he's got no personality. You got Paul Skeens, you got Livy Dunn, you got the personality. Paul Skeens' cards dwarf Jackson Merrill, and a lot of it has to do with the personality, who they are, the mustache, all the videos. She's doing commercials. That helped him get him across the edge. Baseball needed Paul Skeens to win. They didn't need Jack. They don't need a guy from San Diego that's got no personality. They need somebody like Paul Skeens. Same thing happened to the price of his cards. Just went to the moon. Merrill went up incrementally, not like Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens stuff went crazy.
Okay.
And we did the same thing with Nick Kurtz. You'll see on my Instagram back in April, I gave out Nick Kurtz to win Rookie of the Year. I give out a lot of betting stuff just to the guys that work for me. Never really wanted to do it on my Instagram. But now it's just so normal. Betting is so normal that I said, screw it, let's do it. And everybody was laughing at me. Oh, this guy stinks. He's not getting called up. He's struggling. He's hitting 200. Next thing you know, bing, bang, boom. Guy's minus 10,000. The prices of his cards, hand in hand with him winning Rookie of the Year, with the gambling, everything. There's also, you can look at like SGA, for example.
Okay.
He was in a small market, right? Oklahoma City, bottom of the barrel. They're making great draft picks. This guy's cards were very reasonably priced. He wins the MVP, wins the Finals MVP. His stuff goes to the moon. So the gambling, the price of sports cards, it moves in lockstep.
When would the time to get involved with SGA been right? Going back, because I thought they were going to be awesome last year when their win total was 39.5, 2 years ago actually. Mm-hmm. Before that season, was it still manageable at that point?
Absolutely. So normally what happens is the prices of their cards are at a high when they first come out, because you have people really aggressively going after these cards to try to accumulate a portfolio. Right?
As many rookie cards as possible.
Sure. So if the guy doesn't pop in year one, win Rookie of the Year, an MVP, a title, you see a pullback in their prices. People can't afford to hold it. They start to liquidate, start buying. Just like when their win total was 39.5. You said, this is crazy. They're adding all these pieces. They're very young. Mm-hmm. You have a lot of upside. Same thing with cards.
At the convention, I know Darren Ravel tweeted it. We have a record for the biggest ATM fee ever. It was $25 ATM fee. And what was going on? So how do you know what to buy, though? You said you were going through money story here about your son. How do you know what to buy? What are you targeting here? What's hot, and what do you think's going to go up?
Basically, what we do is we're looking for investment cards that you're never going to see again. You got to remember, everything is coming out of the closet at this show. So I was targeting rare cards that you'll very rarely see during the course of the next 12 months that I think have an opportunity to increase in value with new people coming into the industry. And then I'm just looking for stuff that I can earn on margin. Me having a store helps a tremendous amount. We have local collectors coming in every day, buying, selling, grading their cards. So our target audience is a little bit different than guys that just set up at shows, if that makes sense.
Okay. How about tell the U-Haul story?
I got a call from this guy last August, and he's been a customer since 2015.
And you live on the East Coast?
I live in Philadelphia.
Okay.
He said, John, I got a deal for you. I promise it'll be worth your time. I know I'm in California. You got to come see this. My dad had a store for 30 years. We hang up the phone. I look at my wife. I said, I'm going to California tomorrow. She said, what? Yeah, I'm flying to California. This one girl that worked for us as an online streamer, I asked her if she would go. She said yes. She's videoing the whole thing. We get out there. It's a half of a shipping container full of cards, full, outside in an outdoor storage unit. So I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, all these cards are going to be bricked.
You're going to be
They're going to be stuck together.
Yeah, warped, whatever.
Warped. I'm screwed. Guess what? There's no humidity in Newport Beach, California. Every card was fine. Not one card stuck together. Long story short, short story long. Fly my social media team out. Took us 3 days to load the stuff. That's after throwing stuff away. We went to close the door. There's still stuff falling out. They're holding the stuff in. We're pulling the U-Haul down. 26 feet. We drove it back across the country. Took us 8 days. We went from Newport Beach, drove up to L.A. to meet this guy, Mitch from the bullpen. Shout out to Mitch. He's one of the first guys in the hobby. Guy wears no shoes at the shows. Your favorite. Guy doesn't put any shoes on.
Oh, boy.
Nope. This guy, Paulie.
How is he allowed in?
Oh, my God. The greatest store, the greatest guy.
Okay.
He's a legend. No shoes anywhere.
Okay.
I think I'm going there to interview this guy for an hour. I'm there for 4 hours. I couldn't stop. I was so enthralled by this guy. And by the way, this is all on my YouTube, Sports Connection Cards on YouTube. We stay for 4 hours. We're coming to Vegas. I think I'm just going to be able to stay at the Aria, park the truck, come on in, chill out, relax. I get to the Aria. It's like 2 a.m. They tell me, oversized vehicle. Where are you going to put it? I said, can I put it in the lot? Nope. Go across the street. There's a lot over there. You can do it. Guess what? The lot was bulldozed. I said, oh, my God, these kids are going to sleep in the Aria. I'm dead in the water. I'm going to have to sleep in this truck. Are you out of your mind? I go to the guy at the door, and I say, how much to watch this truck? Till tomorrow morning. He says, $300. I couldn't take the money out of my pocket fast enough. I said, I'm going to sit here and drink all night. I'm going to give you the $300, and I'm going to watch you watch the truck. After that, we loaded the truck up. We went to Fruita, Colorado, St. Louis, Kansas City, all the way back across the country, interviewing different store owners. It was unbelievable. One of the greatest collections that I've ever purchased. Some of the rarest cards that you'll ever see. I'll give you a great example of some rare cards. Back in 1996, this company called Skybox, they were made by Fleer.
Okay.
They produced cards. I never bought any of them because they were sold at drugstores like Drug Emporiums. I don't know if you had that, CVS. All these, like the equivalent of CVS. And I'm like, these cards are going to be junk. They're not sold in a baseball card store. Why would I want these? Well, guess what? Fast forward, as time goes on, this was the very first time insert cards became a thing. There's cards in there numbered to 100. They're called precious metal gems. The first 10 are green, okay? The Kobe Bryant's like a 7-figure card, so is the Michael Jordan. And I didn't want them because they're sold in drugstores like a nitwit. Well, in this collection, some of the next years, there were some very rare parallels. Cards that haven't been seen or sold in 20 years. As a result of this trip, a guy came into our store about 6 months later. He said, we saw your YouTube video. We wanted to come in and meet you, and we wanted to sell you our childhood collection. It was a stack of cards about this high. I'm looking through, and I'm thinking to myself, low end, low end, low end. There's one card in a snap tight. It's a Michael Jordan patch autograph, signed on the card, not on a sticker, which is key in terms of value, hand numbered to 23. Not one of these has sold in the last 17 years. Won't tell you what I sold it for, but I sold it to the guy that owns the grading company, PSA. That's how rare it was. He wants one of every Michael Jordan card in his collection, and none had surfaced for the last 17 years.
So what did you get that collection from? Or the guy that brought in the cards, the childhood cards.
Really good number.
Okay.
Really good number.
So you're smelling like roses on that deal.
Oh, Ming, yeah, absolutely.
How tough is it, though, with the what's fake, what's not? How tough is I know that's a problem in the memorabilia business.
It's really tough, and that even leaked over into the cards. If you read the story,
Yeah.
he was able to fake some Panini cards. But, for the most part, it happens very rarely.
Okay. Well, that's good.
That's why I stick to cards, because it's nearly impossible to replicate.
So
these
what
cards.
advice do you have if people, we were out of the game, we know nothing, we want to come back in, I got unopened boxes over here, I got a Mahomes rookie,
Yeah.
10 grand, what advice would you give?
It's a great question. The key is to find somebody that you trust, and you have to share your goals with them. Do you want to be the guy that's playing the CVS receipt parlay sheet every Sunday, right, with a chance to hit the grand slam? Or do you want to be the guy who's worried about, are you laying 107, 110, 112? What are you laying? Do you want to be an investor? You have to make a decision on what your goals are to be as a collector, and then find somebody that you trust with a strong background that can give you the advice and point you in the right direction.
Can you find reliable people in your business, like in every pocket of the country? In case somebody listening right now is
Yes.
in wherever they're at, they're
Yes.
like, I got somewhere within 2 hours of me where I can go and talk to this guy.
If they were doing cards before 2020, they're reliable.
Before 2020?
Yes.
Okay.
If they didn't just pop into the game, yes, before 2020, they're reliable. because they were doing it when there was no money in it. We were grind. I mean, this was a grind. When I tell you a grind, when I started doing my breaks, I might be in the break chair just like this on a camera, and who knows who's watching. I might be on there 9 hours opening cards, get blisters on your fingers, making $300 or $400 for 12-hour days, just trying to build this thing. So people were doing it for the love of the hobby.
Well, that was an awesome half hour. Thanks for taking time out of your trip to Vegas to come in studio. John Calvecchio, you can follow him on Instagram. Sports Connection Cards is the spot.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great. We will get into the quest for $14.2 million next year on Vsin.
Introducing the $500 trifecta. Use your GBank Visa signature credit card within 3 months of account.